Meet an original, John Victor Aspinall, the original Aspers. Aspers was a charismatic, larger-than-life character with an irrepressible attitude to adversity, and whose business acumen shaped today's UK casino industry. As a student at Oxford, Aspers once placed an entire term's grant on a horse running in the 2,000 guineas. It won, of course. Later, he failed to turn up for his degree finals because they clashed with the Ascot Gold Cup. It all made perfect sense to Aspers, a quintessential one-off. He made his fortune and his reputation in the 1950s. At that time, casinos as we now know them did not exist, although a card game known as chemin de fer was all the rage among society's upper classes. Aspers discovered that he could host card games in the private homes of London's high society and charge a 5% commission fee on all wagers. His first event delivered a £10,000 profit, and with it, the origins of elite Mayfair gaming. The government, however, was not taken with Aspers' enterprise, and in 1958 his premises were raided and the business unceremoniously closed down. Aspers challenged the government's actions, took them to court, and won, in a case that spearheaded the passing of Aspinall's Law, still on the statute books today. The law gave Aspers the right to continue to host chemi games, the gateway to his first millions. But the government fought back. The Betting and Gaming Act of 1960 legalised the establishment of private member-only casinos, but also wiped out Aspers' existing commission-based business. This time, Aspers embraced the ruling. In 1962, he launched the Claremont Club in Berkeley Square. Membership was limited to 600 people, including 5 dukes, 5 marquises, 20 earls, and 2 cabinet ministers, and some of the country's leading business names. The first true Aspers casino was born. Aspinall's Club followed in 1978 in Hans Place, Knightsbridge, now the group's head office. In 1984, the Aspinall Curzon opened on Curzon Street, Mayfair. Business flourished and the company floated in 1987, raising over £30 million. In 1992, a final Aspinall Club opened at 28 Curzon Street, where it still operates today. In the meantime, Damien, John's son, was making his own way in business. John Aspinall had already told Damien he was not to inherit his fortune. Damien had to succeed on his own, without financial support. John Aspinall needn't have worried. Damien made his own fortune in property, becoming a self-made millionaire by the age of 21. Like his father, Damien is a passionate conservationist, and the Aspinall Foundation, originally set up by John, has established some of the world's most successful endangered species breeding programs. Damien has become known as a powerful voice in animal welfare and conservation. John died in 2000, and Damien formed a new company, named in recognition of his father's legacy, the Aspers Group. Damien planned to take advantage of new UK gaming laws, potentially as big a game changer as the Aspinall Law itself 45 years ago. It would be a totally new experience versus the cheaply furnished and mass-produced venues then on offer on the High Street. The first new-style Aspers casino opened in Newcastle's entertainment district in 2005, followed in 2008 by Aspers Northampton. Both were a success. But Damien's bigger goal was to develop a new large licensed casino. With only 8 licenses on offer, competition was fierce. The first was to be developed next door to the Olympic Park. Damien had a vision of a casino that created jobs and wealth for the local community. Against the odds, the Aspers Group bid for and won the flagship licence. A record 30,000 people visited the 16 million Aspers Westfield Stratford City Casino when it opened on schedule before London's 2012 Olympics. It is the busiest casino in the UK. The Aspers team then turned to Milton Keynes. Again, against huge competition, Aspers won. The Casino MK opened its doors on the 5th of September 2013, smashing attendance targets. It's still growing strongly, with female patrons making up half its customer base. And more than 40% of the workforce is recruited from the local long-term unemployed. Damien's commitment remains one of being an inclusive and positive contributor to the community. Today, the Aspers Group has 4 casinos and operates with the same philosophy that John Aspinall first instilled 60 years ago. It is based on demanding and so achieving more. It is about never being afraid to seek success or fear of failure. It holds that innovation, conviction and the courage to try will lead you to successes beyond what you expected to achieve. Above all, it is about knowing and understanding your limits, because only then can you go beyond.